Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Just brewing some tea, like we said yesterday. We're gonna do some impromptu live sessions with our alternate tea table set up here, which simply means our living room is turned upside down and we're set up to brew live more easily, kind of, except I'm left-handed for the session. Again, today, and Jen will join us in a moment, I'm going to be brewing this 2013 Ya Shi Xiang. Pretty boss amount. Yeah, that's really a boss amount. Oops. Oh boy. So I'm always the lazy brewer. Hello, whoever joined. Hi there, welcome.
How did you decide your leaf amount?
I poured it into the tea holder until a bunch fell out. Better question is, how did I decide the tea?
No, you focus. You're the brewer.
Just trying not to be on camera.
What?
Smells good, right?
Yes,
You may
smells
not
really
leave that
good.
over there.
Oh, okay.
How did I decide the tea is like this. I said it yesterday in the live too. The hardest part for me is picking the tea. So Jen says, hey, let's have some tea. I said, sure, you got to pick it. Because I suggested we just have the shupuar from last night. Oh, earthquake.
Sorry. Comment below which view you like. This is he set up in this view. I set up over there. So far, I feel like, the pro and cons is this view. I cannot move the camera easily, and no matter what, this camera view doesn't.
It's harder to fit both of us in this view, right?
Not only both of us and the tea table and stuff, but this one I can give it a little manual.
We can move it right now.
Drinking?
Don't drink it, it's rinse.
Oh, okay.
This is the rinse here.
Right?
Here's the rinse. Okay. Oh, I like that view.
Oh.
Well, they didn't like the view they left. That's okay.
Huh.
Give the baby some.
That view seems okay.
Not bad.
Right? Let me goof around with this.
Okay, remember, the main thing here is to brew tea.
Yes. I'm okay. See, I cannot. Good enough. Here.
When you're a pro tea brewer,
you gotta chase the server.
You can follow the guy one up to about 10 kilometers an hour. That's where I tap out.
Here.
Oh, I see.
See?
Yeah.
In which case it shows. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's also really hard to maneuver. So let's share the liquor color here. Let me just get a cloth.
Oh, yeah. Really good setup. So far.
Here's the liquor color. It's pretty interesting. Sort of a deep gold. Fairly, well, that goes here.
Oh, too close. Oh. Here is the trick. Something like this. Like, you can do different depths. You know what I mean? Like this or this.
That's so clever.
Like this. Is that more your habit?
Sure. I want to try the tea now.
Okay.
Really nice aroma. Gentle.
10 years. 10 years old.
10-year-old tea, yeah. Wow, really nice aroma though. It's not difficult to pick up, but it's not booming. It's kind of really present.
Really inward now, I would say, for me.
Yeah, but inward is confusing too. Like it's not like maybe there's an aroma.
No.
But it's
not that kind of inward.
Yeah.
It's usually because saying that because usually Ya Shi Xiang is really
and Denzong, yeah, it's really
outward, and Ya Shi Xiang is
flowy.
one of those really outward style of Denzong. And this one somehow, like if you smell this, I feel like it's not overly aromatic.
No.
It is, but you can smell the sweet.
Yeah.
Right? That vanilla sweet, that kind of almost like a cake
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah,
But
like
when
almost
you
like
drink it,
a baked good. Like it's not booming aroma, but there's an aroma.
but when you drink it, it's actually pretty. How should I say?
Interesting. A little like
Really more deep. A lot of times, Ya Shi Xiang is not as.
reminds me of those pu'er aged in a mandarin. It has a little bit of that aged citrus. It doesn't taste like citrus, but it's interesting. I think I saw boudique. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Hello, hello,
Oh,
welcome. We're
boudique,
welcome.
hello.
We're brewing right now. A 2013, a 10-year-old Ya Shi Xiang. Oh, somebody ran out. I'll show you the liquor.
Really creamy in the mouth. It's
Really creamy. That's a great
Right,
descriptor.
sweet creamy.
There's the. Yeah, that's a Densong we're drinking. That's exactly right.
Yes.
No special occasion. It's just a. We're just spoiled. But it's really nice.
Are you drinking any tea now? It's afternoon. Like we just had a lunch and supper. So, oh, white peony.
Oh, nice. Little Bai Mu Dan. Really rich flavor. Like rich. Ooh, I need to shave. Rich, creamy. It's thick and present. It's not
Yes.
it's not a punch in the face flavor. It's really but it's really not
I'm impressed by how thick it is. I didn't
Not
expect
subtle,
that.
no,
I
really
usually
nice
have
stuff.
a little personal bias about Ya Shi Xiang. It's just a really booming, but not as
you know this Ya Shi Xiang is before the craze too.
yeah.
It didn't really catch on till like
Yeah.
14, 15, 16. I don't
14, 15, 16, not even. We started at 14 and everybody was like,
Nobody know what that
what
is.
was, yeah, we had to explain a lot of what Ya Shi Xiang
Yeah,
was.
I did.
Then
I don't
after
want
a
to take
few
credit
years,
for it, but I really feel like we kind of started it. No, it wasn't just us, but right around that time, it just so happened that's when we got it, and it wasn't known in 2014. One of our very first, well, yes, one of the first teas on ZhenTea.ca. Link down below. Go buy some tea. One of the
did
very
you put a
first.
link? I didn't put a link for yesterday.
It'll be down below. The video will endure forever. And
Will you go there to put it?
sure, I'm gonna do it, or just go there, type Google.
Type Google. It's about the same length.
Okay, let's engage a little bit. Anyway, so then Ya Shi Xiang got crazy, and then when tea gets crazed, quality goes down because production goes up.
Yeah, yeah, and they got the plan changes.
Ooh, it's a late night tea for boutique, 11 p.m. over
Ooh.
I'm trying to remember. I want to say, I'm gonna guess, but I'm gonna be wrong. Was it Netherlands? I don't know. Was Europe obviously 11 p.m. right? Maybe not obviously. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, good sipping right before bed. We love evening tea. That's what we did yesterday.
Right.
Ukraine.
Here we go.
I got mixed up. That's right. Hope all is well with you. And yeah, so this was pre the craze. So
Yeah.
this was a Ya Shi Xiang made with love, not with dollar signs. Made with hearts, not with dollars.
But also the plant when you graft like propagate it, they don't taste the same. It really changes. So when Ya Shi Xiang first came out in 2008, it really was something shocking.
That's the starting point, eh? 08.
When they first
wow.
the guy, I forgot his name, sorry, first mailed us the samples and we're like, oh, what is it? He's like, oh, Ya Shi Xiang, and we're like, ah. So we brewed that. I remember it was a Friday afternoon, because I was after school got home and stuff, and yeah, it was after and also after lunch and have a brew. The whole room, almost the whole room, you can smell that aroma. I've never had a tea like that, and never had a tea like that after either.
Wow. Pretty good.
This is actually pretty good.
Really nice tea. So, yeah, we're just doing these lives because our living room is all upside down, and the new setup of our living room works well for an easy live with our nice background. And so we're trying to do a bit more frequent lives, hang out with you guys, have tea. Haven't done live in a while since, oh, I was gonna say since Sunday Tea Book, but we actually tried to go live in the
Last night.
in the woods. Well, and last night.
Oh, okay.
So this is the new series of tea,
Crazy live.
frequent, unpredictable, crazy frequent lives.
Don't you think?
Are you planning to renew Tea Book? Probably. I mean, we like doing those. They're interesting. And so maybe. Let's give them a firm maybe.
Yeah, a firm maybe. Yeah, I was thinking is because initially I kind of want to do that once a year kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm those people I feel like tea trivia John, you had so fun.
Maybe I should just do a tea trivia weekly.
Right? Yeah. I like
So
to do
tea,
that.
I gotta tell her that's funny because Sunday Tea Book is a lot of work for Jen. It's not too bad for me. I just show up, ask questions, blah blah blah. She's got to like dig in and do the research and come up with all the talking points and then check in with, hey, do you think this would be confusing for people in the West? I mean, yeah, it would be. And then she goes, that's what I do. Yeah, that's confusing. Go and make it less confusing. She goes and makes that less confusing and study that, and really a lot of work. And my hardest part of Sunday Tea Book is tea trivia time, coming up with 5 questions that I haven't already given and making them it's pretty fun actually.
I like watching you do tea
maybe
trivia.
I should try and do maybe one a week and schedule it. I also, the other thing about tea trivia or tea book, Sunday Tea Book, that's really hard for both of us is schedule. It's and YouTube loves a schedule, but her and we don't like schedule. No, we don't like that.
And I feel like I don't know if you guys have any suggestions in terms of a specific area, specific thing or stuff you're interested, like if possible, make that more specific. What I mean is like if you just say, oh, how do I tell the tea quality? That's a really big and vague question. I cannot provide
a lifelong endeavor.
I just cannot provide an answer that I'm happy to provide because it's just almost impossible. But if it's more specific to an area, for example, you want to learn more about, say, pu'er, or you want to learn a little bit more, I don't know, the tea processing details, or I don't know, just something a little bit more specific that I can have some material that I feel is great to guide us. I'm interested to translate that. I would love. My initial intent was to keep that going at a not overly committed cadence. Like could be yearly or something, but so far not planned it yet. But I'm open-minded to any suggestions and stuff.
Yeah.
But your tea trivia is actually pretty good. I think people love it, and it's actually pretty fun. Most importantly, I don't have to get involved.
Oh, you have to help make sure I'm accurate.
Oh,
that's the only thing.
right.
I always run the answers by Jen.
Yeah, I like to collect the inspirations from people's questions or conversations, and
there were some questions there about learn more about Wu and Sichuan tea areas, which is kind of fun. Two of the tea areas I've actually been to.
Yeah. That's actually very interesting. Just let me dig for a bit. I'd like to know more about Wuyi and other regions like Sichuan and its tea houses.
Hey,
have a-
Dimitri, how's it going?
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
Hi. I have a question actually. What is a tea houses to you?
Oh, I think she's left, but I can probably
Oh.
answer. It mean like where people go to drink tea or to, yeah.
Oh.
So it's well, now that you put it in context though, it is a little
Right.
bit interesting, right?
Well, that's very interesting. Reason being, tea houses is an interesting phenomenon in China and very different than
Yeah,
in the West.
right?
And just on that topic, I can talk a lot from, even the history perspective. From back really far history to even recent history in decades, how the tea houses. And now I have to say, I don't even think about any tea houses in my, like I couldn't think any tea houses that people go out to drink tea because we're
I've-
Chinese, we drink tea at home, we drink tea
Yeah.
on the go, we don't really go to a tea house.
I've literally never been to a tea house, a quote unquote tea house in China. The only closest is in Guangdong. We went to a tea market,
Yes.
which is a
Right.
phenomenon that doesn't exist here,
Yes.
that is super fun if you're a tea nerd and a tea lover. And there's some in all the big cities. Well, not all, but I mean like there's one in Guangdong, there's one in Beijing, right?
Right.
I've been to, you went to the one in Beijing in 2016. I wasn't on that trip. I went to the one in Guangdong, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a several city blocks of malls, like what we would consider shopping mall size structures with
Yeah.
full of stores.
It's not a shopping mall. It's really interesting.
It's several blocks of
Right?
shopping malls.
So I had a friend visit with me, and they're like, "How could you have this? This is not a shopping mall. It's a district.
It's a
an area."
district dedicated to tea, full of gigantic malls dedicated to tea.
Yes. And
Tea
according to him,
tables, tea
but everybody
cups.
sell the same thing. How do you make that happen? Like in the West, oftentimes you go
I
to
would say that not everybody sells the same thing. That's
like very highly repetitive. Like if you go to usually the Western mall, right? The concept is the owner of the mall, the
Right,
manager,
right.
they will control. Like 40% is dining, 40% are
Sure,
clothes.
yes.
So diversity. So
Gotcha.
people, how could you have this mall and not even just the mall, the whole this district?
and there's
this
not even
kilometer
one store with
area,
clothes or one
they're
store
all
with fresh
tea.
fruit. It's tea,
right?
teaware, tea furniture.
Yes.
Tea furniture, that's a thing, okay? If when you level up from teaware, you go to tea furniture. Like so this is a tea table, but they have,
The real tea table,
chairs,
like the table.
real chairs, real big shelves, like, not for my
And
tea.
the table, which is the
And
whole
the
thing,
whole
is
big
literally just a
desk, the tea desk.
tea desk. Okay.
Maybe I don't know what to call it, but it's
You can-
no, that's a real experience. That was something. And we had tea. You go into the place and you say, "Hey, how's it going?" in Chinese, and then you start drinking tea.
Right, right.
And
Anyway, now when why did we? Oh, because talk about tea house. Anyway, that's
Wuyi,
really
Sichuan, tea region, tea house.
right. We Sichuan. So, are you interested in like different teas from those areas, or a little bit tea histories in those areas, or something? It's really great that I know some regions you are interested, and
Tea.
I gotta.
I'm gonna
I
get more
read
water.
really
This is
slow.
fun. Let's keep rolling.
Okay,
I'm gonna get
okay.
more water. We're gonna come back.
I didn't know we're going live. So again, if you're still here, a comment if you like today's view or yesterday's view. This view, I cannot do any adjustment. Basically, this is what you see. Sometimes I may be half out because Phil needs space to brew. But last night's view wasn't so bad. Phil thinks it's really bad because we didn't demonstrate our beautiful shelves. Drinking some of ZhenTea Infusion 7 right now. Oh my god, that's great. It feels really special when you're drinking our tea at the same time while we're having tea. Sylvia, we have a huge culture of tea houses with Chinese tea. Oh wow. Post-Soviet. Oh, interesting. Hello from Chile. Hello, Kalu.
Catch me up.
Yeah, sure. Different. Did you see what Boutique said? In post-Soviet, we had a huge culture.
of tea house.
That's really interesting. Mm,
Very interesting.
I like this one. Different in teas and tradition of region.
Oh,
That
hey,
sounds quite
Kelly.
interesting.
From Chile, we got people from all over now. Ukraine, Chile, and Toronto, I believe.
Yeah,
And of course,
yeah.
Ottawa, right here. New kettle on. Let us know what you're drinking. If you're drinking tea or if you're drinking anything, let us know.
So full.
Full? The tea's helping though, right? A lot.
Yes. Need about 5 to 10 minutes to help it.
Look at that liquor color. Now, still that bright gold, but it's cleared up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Was the first infusion, I guess it was 10 years of dust.
10 years of dust.
No, it was in a bag. I'm just kidding. But it was a little bit, no, what I'm noting is it was a little
It does.
cloudier. And it's brightened up a little bit. This tea is really, you said it at
And
the
you
beginning.
breathe out from the nose. It's really creamy for a long time.
That's really creamy. Creamy, rich, delicate in aroma and flavor, but present. Like it's not hard to taste this tea at all. It's there, but it's subtle. Unlike a fresh Densong or a fresh Ya Shi Xiang, right, which is really boomy.
Oh, I'm happy. Have you sometimes make a tea decision like, I also don't know what I want for tea because he doesn't want to choose.
I don't like to choose.
It's not like
and
I want
saw
to
her-
choose.
I saw her over in the tea closet and just looking through and like
Right.
almost like decision paralysis, but also
Yeah,
it's
sometimes it's just, oh, let's try this. Certain things like some days you would feel like, oh, I have a strong feeling I want this tea, but sometimes you're like, just go through that. And I don't want this tea.
And you
okay,
want tea,
eventually this one
right?
is, oh, okay, I can't try this.
yeah, it's weird. You go to the
But I
closet and
want
you're like,
tea.
I really
Yeah.
want some tea, and you go there, oh no, oh no,
Yeah.
oh no, and then you're through the whole box and you're like, what kind of a spoiled brat am I? I went through the whole box and I said no to everything, but I want tea. First world problems. Yeah. Great choice. Okay.
Right?
You did it.
I'm happy too.
Great choice, especially if you're feeling full. This is a densong. We were saying just yesterday how shu pu'er, shen pu'er are really good after meal, but densong in the oolongs is a really good, if you're on an empty stomach, and I'll recommend it. It's a stripping tea. It's going to make you feel hungry, but if you're full, it has a great effect of,
Yeah. Initially, I have this water fill my stomach kind of thing. So I feel full. I bet in just like 10-15 minutes, I'll be like pretty hungry.
water is almost there. Come to a small lull.
So going back to our normal, it's not our normal actually. We like our tea table used to be at the window, so I
Just
can
over
look
there.
out, so I can see all the squirrels and birds around the tea table. So usually we have a few focus infusion, then we start to be so distracted by the little animals in the neighborhood.
Mm.
And especially now, we have this little robin who recognized me because whenever I work in the garden, oftentimes if I have those bugs,
Grubs or
grub-
those, undesirable bugs in the garden.
I just throw that on the driveway, and later on he would pick that up, or sometimes he would notice when I'm
He'll just
doing
wait
that.
around for you and
Yeah.
wait for you to throw bugs out, and then
Yeah,
he'll come
yeah.
in and scoop them up.
Yeah. Now he's just sometimes. I haven't been working in the garden for a bit, so now he's just staring at me. As
Through the
if-
front window.
Yeah, like
Just
get to
waiting.
work.
Throw me some bugs. It sounds ridiculous, probably. But I'm telling you, she's not kidding. That little guy waits for her at the garden. It's hilarious. And he does, he scoops up all the bugs.
Yeah, they're pretty handy, except when they eat my worm.
Yeah, she gets upset when they eat the worms, but I'm pretty sure they only eat the sick ones.
It's really long.
Yeah, it was because it's a senior citizen worm. You didn't see his little cane.
I can smell it.
Mm.
Not as strong, but I can smell it.
Yeah, it's really
It's so sweet. I don't understand.
the liquor's really sweet.
It actually has the gardenia floral.
Mm.
You know, literally gardenia floral.
And that gardenia creamy sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know, a gardenia is edible.
The flower?
Oh yeah.
Probably not the leaf.
No, the flower, but it's bitter. It's very bitter.
Ooh.
But people eat that, like from the region where gardenia is prolific.
Which is what, your region or similar?
Our region and a little bit more south, it grows in wet and hot place.
Mm. So for anybody new, we're taking ideas for specific, if as sort of specific as possible, ideas for Sunday tea book ideas or video ideas. There were some questions about, are we going to continue with Sunday tea book? And the answer was maybe. Firm maybe. And possibly a possibly.
Possibly, a firm maybe.
Firm maybe and a possibly. Holy crow. And there was talk about tea trivia. I wonder if I could do tea trivia spontaneously. Not really. I kind of have to.
You kind of
prepare for it.
need, yeah.
Yeah, I needed a bit more of a setup than the phone and a tripod.
Would you do that in the studio?
I don't know. Maybe I could get a fake background and just do that anywhere. You know, do one of those.
A beach.
Yeah, beach or maybe do backgrounds that match the questions and change that for each question. Now I'm just making that excessively hard to produce.
Mm.
Mm.
We should do a s'more and tea time. It's bad lighting.
Yeah, we have a little fire pit outside, but then we don't, you know, obviously it's more fun to have a fire when it's dark, so the lighting would be bad. But yeah, s'mores and tea, we've done that before. Not on a live though.
Right. Campfire life would be too deep. But nowadays cell phone is pretty cool. Oh, and the noise. A lot to think about when it's time to do this.
Yeah.
Internet and this and that.
Yeah, like our snowshoeing live, that was tricky. We had really bad connection.
That really didn't work out. Really have to be in one spot and do it.
Mm. Did anybody see our snowshoeing live? Did anybody happen to catch that? Like, just curious to know how bad it was. The tricky part was the signal was weak, and when we're moving a lot. Like I had the phone attached to my chest, so the camera was moving, and that seems to really not work, consume a lot of bandwidth, and the picture quality looked just awful. Which is too bad because I captured an epic moment of Jen swinging from a tree, climbing a really steep hill, and grab onto the tree, and then I don't know, something happened.
I was at the mini cliff hanging to a tree. She says, "Do you want to just have tea there?" I almost passed out when I heard that.
And I almost called you the Monkey King, the Taiping Hokui Monkey King.
You not almost, you did, okay. Well, I'm suffering and I feel like, oh, I'm gonna spend all my energy here and eventually I just have to slide down.
That's why I offered to have the tea there. Anyway, it was super fun. We made it to the top of a hill in snowshoes. And the funny part is it wasn't that big of a hill, but in snowshoes, it's just crazy hard.
Right? It was pretty vertical.
And pretty height of winter, like deep snow.
Yeah.
Sort of, wasn't super deep, but like up to our knees.
No. Well, I never know I could hang just by my arm.
Oh yeah, you're strong.
Are you gonna skip today?
Maybe.
Gonna go for a walk?
Sure. Thank you, whoever gave us a thumbs up, and the rest of you.
Oh yeah, and I don't know who, but I think some of I think our super bad live that snowshoe even get a thumbs up. Really
Oh, really?
appreciate that. Yes.
Oh wow.
Even though it was really bad quality, but thank you. Oh, somebody got encouraged.
There we
Thanks.
go. It really works. Thank you for the additional thumbs up.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is really this tea is really coming along nicely. Like
This is
that's-
better than I thought. I have to say this is better than I thought. Initially, I was like, whatever, just put on some tea. I don't know what I want, but how many infusions?
oh boy. Second kettle, 6, 7. We're in the 6 to 8 zone.
Right.
I
Still pretty
didn't.
deep.
I didn't count. Sorry.
Yeah.
But the kettle's usually good for 4 infusions at least. And we'll go back and count. They're all on. They're all in the video.
Mm. It's very
Right.
have
It's
to
still
say-
really really solid.
right. Doing a live, the good thing for us for our daily tea is I pay more attention because I feel like I want to describe that
Mm-hmm.
what I'm having, so you have a little idea and
It really has that Danzong. That's Danzongness, but so I don't know. It doesn't tell you anything if I say so aged, but you know what I mean. It has that characteristic Danzong end of Danzong. The Danzong at the
Ending,
beginning, you
yes,
have
yes.
that. You have whatever the Xiang is. You know, is it Xingren
Yes.
Xiang? Is it Tongtian? Whatever Ya Shi Xiang for us. But now it's that Danzong flavor,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's really soft, round, suede edges. You know, like that kind of feeling of the thing. It's not sharp. And Danzong can usually be a pretty crispy, biting tea. This one is so soft and round.
yeah.
Really thick,
I
luscious
have-
suede. You know,
10 years old.
not the flavor,
I-
the feel of the tea. Sorry.
Yeah, I just feel like when you say that, I realize 10 years old, not as aged flavor as I thought it would be. Like, because probably 10 years is actually aging in Ottawa. It's much slower because of the humidity and stuff.
Lack of humidity.
Yeah, lack of humidity. Very nice. I'm gonna put it away a little bit.
Yeah, no. I think
Usually,
it's
if I have a tea, I'm like, oh, I want to get rid of this tea ASAP. So I just put that right beside my tea table.
yeah,
down
maybe.
here. Now I'm like, okay, this tea, I wouldn't just randomly.
Yeah, let's put a few notes on it and tuck it away.
Okay. You in charge of that?
I'll be in charge of it. Just that we tried it this year,
Ooh.
so we know when we last tried it. So we don't just see 2013. We're like 2013 tried in 2023. Oh wow, now it's 2033.
Oh, you're
20 years.
really good. You have that.
Mm.
Like keeping notes of the things. Engineer.
Well, we'll see if I have that. I said I would do it. We'll see if I do it. All I need now is a Sharpie.
No, not Sharpie. Not Sharpie.
On the bag? No.
How many characters can you fit in it?
Oh, I'm not putting detailed notes. I'm putting tried in 2023.
Oh.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. I overestimated you.
Yes, you did. And
I really
I'll
thought
put a
you were
link.
gonna-
I'll put a link to the live so we can check the tasting notes. How about that? There we go. That's thinking. That I'm actually going to do. I'll get the short link to the live and put that on the bag, so we know.
Gotta use QR code.
I can't draw a QR code. Maybe I can. I don't know.
You can print a QR code.
All right, I think we'll just finish this up. and then wrap this up. It's been a slice,
that's
guys.
very nice.
Yeah, I
30
like
minutes
that.
we have tea and we actually did a little live.
Yeah, I like that. To just drop in
Yeah.
if you're around. And thank you, Boudique, dropping in. It's super late over in Ukraine.
Mm.
And Chile, I don't know. I don't think it's super late, but thank you for dropping in anyway.
Should be
Dimitri.
earlier than us, no?
Mm,
Is it?
yeah, should be. Should be a couple hours earlier. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
So
thank you guys for joining us.
we'll see if we're back again tomorrow or sometime shortly, and hopefully see you there. And Jen's been popping some really cool videos. I gotta plug the channel a bit.
Okay.
Some cool new videos up on the channel. Trying to remember the last one was about.
TPH?
Oh, the pH of tea. Super chemistry nerd. She went all crazy and collect pHs for like dozens of teas, and did some cool graphics, some cool information there. So check that out. And anyway, you guys all know all kinds of cool stuff on the channel, so check it out. Click the thumb up if you like this video. Hit subscribe, notification bell. Until next time, keep steeping.
Keep steeping.
We're out of
Bye-bye.
here. See you later.